Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 280. I trust that everyone is doing okay. I trust that everyone is healthy. For the persons who are at work on this Sunday evening, I trust that your shift will end soon. You'll get a chance to get home to you and your family. For the people on the road, please be safe. Get home safely. For the people in the home, ready for listen to teach about some things we have at Jam Down, Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, we seen about Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, Chelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson, Portia Simpson Miller. You understand what I say? Mark Golden, Lisa, Anna, Venetia Phillips, and some more people. Peeps, good night. We're there. Please share the stream on your social media statuses. Facebook, what you call that? Story, status, Instagram story, WhatsApp status. Them something there in your WhatsApp group and them things there. We're so forward.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them! You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, hello! Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them, right here. Warlord representing.
Yeah, peeps, me there. I want to sleep. I tell you the truth, I got love. But when I try to run off a stream quick and fast and get some rest. Meetings all day tomorrow again. So you know I think. Plus I have some documents to submit and all of them something there. COVID-19, I suppose we just need to get that info out of the way from early. 69-year-old Saint Anne woman dies from COVID-19. There are 163 new cases that would have been recorded for the past 24 hours. Well, on Saturday anyways. So Jamaica yesterday recorded another death from COVID-19, bringing the number of deaths since March to 89. This is... I don't even know. A 69-year-old from Saint Anne died from the disease yesterday. There is no indication from the ministry whether she had an underlying disease or condition. So there were no new cases of critically ill or moderately ill patients, which means that the number of people critically ill remains at 6, and 25 are still deemed moderately ill. There were 163 new positive cases, bringing the number of cases since March 10th to 6,017. The largest number of positive cases are from Kingston and St. Andrew, which recorded 75 new cases, St. Catherine 35, St. James 15, Manchester 7, Clarendon, St. Mary and Westmoreland each recorded 6 new cases of the disease. 61 more people have recovered, increasing the number of recoveries to 1,706. There are now 4,153 active cases confirmed in Jamaica. I dare say that these numbers will continue to increase, especially in light of the fact that many among us continue to be nonchalant and casual as it relates to our approach to safeguarding ourselves and our family. Many of us continue to do things that are not wise, namely parties are being held here, there, and everywhere, uptown, midtown, downtown, round town, and people feel like because these parties are being held under the cover of dark and in secret, that can save your life. The thing has gotten so bad where when the police try to intervene in these parties, have them shut off, the police are now increasingly coming under attack. Yeah? Police vehicles have been damaged, police officers have been injured, and it's crazy, yo. It's crazy. You understand? I don't know where this insatiable appetite for the need to be out and partying it comes from. I don't know if people up to this point have failed to recognize and understand that this is a life and death situation. You understand? And some of the people that may go party because them think them young and strong, they are not susceptible to contracting the virus. Zine, and the flip side of that is many of these younger folks venture out to these events, become infected, and they take it home to their fathers and mothers and grandparents and children and siblings. Yeah? Because many of them will contract it and remain asymptomatic and thing. But I suppose many of us will not take this thing serious until somebody beside us, close to us, related to us, living at the same house with us, work the same place, dies as a result of complications related to the coronavirus. Some people have bought into the notion that this thing is not real. Some people have bought into the notion that this thing is a pandemic versus a pandemic. Some persons have bought into the notion that home remedies can treat with the coronavirus. And some people just don't give a damn about he, she, nor the old lady. People are still saying that this thing is a hoax and it's fake and it is to create panic. So I suppose all these people who are dying, where them are dead from? What killed them then? So give me the answer. You understand what I say? So, I don't understand. I shared on Friday night a prediction that some 17,000 Jamaicans may die as a result of the coronavirus if we do not continue to remain vigilant and try as best as possible to reduce the likelihood of us contracting the virus. And yes, I get somebody tell me fever grass cure it. So I stop be friend with him because you can't catch stupid. I don't know. We have recorded to date 89 deaths. A few cases are on the investigation, so that number can change anytime. But it is possible that of the near 3 million, give or take, people in the country, 1.5 million people are predicted to contract the virus. And of that 1.5 million, approximately 17,000 people may die. The reality is that, and I am no medical expert, I have no training in medicine or in the medical field, but you see, common sense is a hell of a thing, you know. It never says 17,000 people are go dead. It says 17,000 people may die. However, that number can be significantly reduced if we as Jamaicans, if us as Jamaicans play our part in trying as best as possible to reduce the spread and the impact of the virus. And you know what is sad about it? You have some people who have slavishly abided by the protocols Zine, social distancing, turn of them yard, go out only where them need to go out, adorning their masks, you understand? And I try keep the thing on a level and I try to protect them family and themselves. While they have some people who has no care in the world, some people who no business with themselves, much less other people. So it's like one family around here start try to do the thing, while one next family around there no business. So it really and truly just a cancel out itself. The reality is, and I the reality is this, what some people don't understand either, is that good night to the people who are, shouting us out in the comment section. We big up some people, look more. I think. All the moderators, good night, guys. Really appreciate the support. See? The reality that we are facing that many people don't understand. Because remember, when there was the lockdown thing, many people were crying, said them not enough food for eat and them must suffer and them must struggle. And in many instances, that rang true. Yeah, that was the case. See? The economy is stagnant per se because trade is down, tourism is down, remittance is down, everything is down. You understand? In order for the government to fulfill its mandate, whether it is to pay civil servants, whether it is to keep certain institutions going, whether it is to ensure that the PATH program continues where parents who are not as fortunate to be able to provide for their kids are able to get some form of assistance, to keep the water and the light on in certain facilities and stuff. If we continue to pay scant regard to the situation, it means then the country will continue to languish in the doldrums of the COVID pandemic for a protracted period of time, and the country will continue to suffer economically. It then means that jobs may have to be cut. It means that your family member may be laid off or their salary reduced because there's no money to pay them. It means that you may be unable to find food to feed your family on a consistent basis. Like, these are the things that people not understanding. So we are so blind to the reality that we're facing as a nation. I hope it never have to reach there. But the reality is that the longer this thing, and based on all accounts, the COVID situation will be with us for a long time. However, can we not manage it better? Can we not reduce the projected numbers that are slated to contract the virus? Can we not reduce significantly the projected number of fatalities? Can we not get to a state where some form of normalcy and semblance of balance can be restored to the country and to people's lives while operating in a space and environment where COVID still exists? Of course we can. See? 420 pre said COVID is fake. Okay, my friend. Despite that, still, I sincerely hope that you are protecting yourself and your family members. Yeah? So, right now, at the end of the day, the government can do so much and no much more. Yeah? At the end of the day, each well-thinking Jamaican will have to put up them hand and take some responsibility for own existence and own survival. Whatever government do should be a bonus to your initial efforts to protect yourself. This thing serious, peeps. And as me say, just like our friend in the comment is saying that coronavirus is fake, then I would want a thorough explanation and medical proof as to what has been killing these people if it is not the virus. You understand? I see somebody said the governor of Florida just removed all COVID restrictions. Funny enough, my daughter lives in Florida. And I would have received correspondence recently that they will be reopening school. My daughter not going to none of them school. I can tell a guy that. You understand? What is this rush to reopen schools when schools have the potential to be the place where the greatest level of transmission of the virus can take place? So if it means, say I have to sacrifice for my child have a private tutor, then that happen because my child now go out in and school settings with nobody. Me can't tell anybody that. Is this pushed by governors in the United States aimed at trying to show that the thing is not as bad as it appears because they want the election, people to come out and vote in the election? I'm just asking. You see me? But that's what I ask, So is this push to have schools? And then me hear a thing. I was conversing with my daughter's mother, and she was saying that there is this thing where sometime in October they do some national registration and national census in schools, and the schools receive money based on the number of students in attendance. Well, I mean, that happened in Jamaica. Schools receive money per head, per student. Zin? But the reality is that in these times, in these unprecedented times, should it really come down to that? If you know say 1,500 people enroll in a school, you send the money for 1,500 people, argument done. Why people need to be in physical attendance for that go on? You see me I say? No, and for me, just my layman's analysis, it is all geared to try to portray prior to elections that the country is open for business, and if children can attend school, then people can go out, go vote. That is just my humble assessment and analysis of the situation. My child would not die because of some political fool's agenda and desire. I can tell you that. You feel what I say? So, I mean, that is that. As I was saying earlier, to make matters worse in the COVID fight is that people are now taking it upon themselves to not only disregard COVID best practices, but also to physically attack security personnel, law enforcement officials, I should say, when they attempt to shutter these events, yeah? Yo. Aye, sir. You know what's funny in all of this? Yeah, alright, never mind. Cops injured. And partially disrobed in clash with defiant party patrons. So this is one of the police officers who received injuries recently. Yeah. Several persons were arrested in Seaview Gardens in St. Andrew on Wednesday night after an attack on a police team which went to the community to lock down a party that was being held in contravention of both the Noise Abatement Act and the Disaster Risk Management Act. Reports are that sometime after 11 p.m., the police team went to a location in the community where they saw close to 200 patrons in attendance at the event that was said to have been underway from 9 p.m. all during the island-wide 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew hours. Remember, you know, there's supposed to be no gathering with more than 15 people. Yeah? The national curfew runs from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. daily. So it means if the curfew start at 8 p.m. and party start at 9 p.m. and no more than 15 people are supposed to be in a gathering and you have over 200 plus a 9 p.m. thing, then you know people not care. And let's not for a minute pretend as if it's only in inner city communities these parties are occurring. The reality is that probably there are more parties uptown than downtown and midtown and around town. But in the uptown situation, them kind of look a bit more mature and savvy with for them thing. And them not load up them thing and post things on social media. While you know in the lower St. Andrew and Kingston areas, people post everything. So let us not trick ourselves for a moment in time. As a matter of fact, in recent weeks, it has emerged that the COVID-19 pandemic has broken loose in places like Cherry Gardens and some other uptown communities. Because you know, downtown, you hear one street party, one party, on a corner, on a shop, on a bar. Uptown, a be a pool party, a house party, a go on in a rasta. Behind some big fence and some tall wall, you know. You see me? So let me finish up that something, you know. Reports are that sometime after 11 p.m., the police team went to a location in the community where they saw close to 200 patrons in attendance at the event that was said to have been on the way from 9 p.m. all during the island-wide 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew hours. The promoter was instructed to turn off the sound and the patrons were told to disperse to their homes in accordance with the law. If the police account of the incident is accurate, then they were given an opportunity, despite the fact that they would have been in contravention of the laws, for guard them yard. They were instructed, lock off the dance, go on the yard. The promoter was instructed to turn off the sound and patrons were told to disperse to their homes in accordance with the law. But reports are that some of the patrons refused and subsequently threw stones and other missiles at the police team, injuring some members. One member in particular suffered head injuries and received multiple stitches at hospital, where he was treated and later released. In the same party incident, a group of women also reportedly attacked a female police officer and tore off sections of her uniform. 4 of the reported female aggressors were arrested and charged for that particular offense. And I can tell you this, you know. You see, and I don't know what type of approach a female officer had. However, if it reached a stage where women had pop off her clothes, it means that them could have disarmed her easily. She should have shot one of them or 2 of them or a few of them. You understand? And then them same people around a Seaview who then come Black Road and bun tire and ball for justice. You understand? So people are innocent. 420 Priest, I see that you are new around here. I'll extend the courtesy of welcoming you. However, around here, so around another part, around another place, we kind of do things differently. We kind of operate with a certain level of intellect and sensibility. You understand? And responsibility. You see me? So, if that not really work for you, then you're probably among the wrong group of people, my friend. You understand? We not support crap around here, so. Law, order, and discipline, fam. So if that not work for you, then enjoy the rest of your night, my G. Blessings. I received a video earlier. I never get to play it completely, so I don't even know if expletives in it or such, so I'm not going to play it. But it's a video showing that a police vehicle was damaged in St. Ann in a next party event where the police them try lock off a thing. You see me? Patrons vandal and the next thing. Some of we are come, brother, next thing. Some of the regular you hear people a quarrel say, yo, them call police station and police station so them not have vehicle and something. And I will see when I mash up the vehicle. I mean. Many police vehicles have been damaged in Jamaica because people fling stone at them all man are evil. You understand? And when man a kick down on the door, no call police station and police and reach in time cause service vehicle them mash up. You hear all man are evil. Yeah? Hey Misha, how are you? The St. Ann police have launched an investigation into the vandalizing of a police vehicle in the Parental community last night. You know the worst thing about Parental? 1 million people have been murdered in Parental over the last year. Many people must see from Parental and ball for police coming at the community, come intervene and provide a safe haven for them. While the police them go Parental and do them job and police vehicle mash up. Then now me a police at my station certain place and me get called about Parental again. Me a drive the longest route around there, you know. Cause me ain't no yes, you know. Because them not into law and order, so not really call me again. Another data depend. So right now, our sentence be me a go and drive come around, you know. Me come sort out the crime scene after, man. Cause right now, some of them for suffer. That me I tell them. It's like when them burn down one police station one at a time, and then them same people they are boss say criminals are invading community. Cause the police not there again. No Billy back. Don't use my taxpayers' money and build a police station and get a guy again. Cause them did have it and them never want it. Look here. We have to make some hard decision in another country, you know, and can't go on like we are fool, you know. You feel what I say? We have to make some tough decision around here for some guy understand themselves. You could have burned down police station with taxpayers' money bill. And after you burn down police station, you are come back say you want police station around here. You know an idiot, man. Neither police vehicle come around there for me a commissioner of police. That me I tell you. And come tell me say, yo teacher, everybody around there. Them did know say it about I go burn down. Why them never got tell them friend finna go burn it down? Look here, we have to make some hard decisions in the country. Else the country will continue to operate like a party shop. Man, I'm smiling and fronting with no criminal in this, brother. Yeah, so I say, I don't tell you already, I want a better country, even if me not benefit from it. My children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren can live in a country that is better than the one of me living in, you know. Eh? The police at about 9:30 p.m. When you hear what time again? The national curfew commences at 8 p.m. nightly. The incident on a Seaview after 9 happen. The incident at Santana after 9 happen. 9:30 to be exact. When people for there, them yard already. The police at about 9:30 p.m. a police team was on patrol in the community when they observed what appeared to be a party in progress in breach of both the Disaster Risk Management Act and the Noise Abatement Acts. When the officers arrived at the location, and it's not only the Noise Abatement and Risk Management Act, by all accounts, no permits have been granted, are being granted for entertainment events in the country. So keep an event without permit. Zine, keep an event without permit within a national curfew. But Paul, we have to keep fighting, brother. Because if everybody stop fighting, then what will happen? You feel what I say? If everybody start fighting, everyone just losing, brother. So despite the fact that things look like say when I'm in a progress, we have to keep fighting. Because of the strong no fight, what happened to the weak? When officers arrived at the location, given the nature of the terrain, the police vehicle was parked along the main road and the officers proceeded on foot to the venue. The police said the officers instructed that the music be turned off, warned the patrons and instructed them to go home. A man was later identified as a promoter of the event, became boisterous and insisted that the party should not end. When the police attempted to arrest him, he fled to a nearby yard where the police team proceeded to take him into custody. The police said while the promoter was being arrested, a group of angry patrons who were leaving the event descended upon the police vehicle, hurling boulders and other missiles into the windscreen and other windows, as well as slashing the tires. The vehicle was eventually taken by a wrecker to the police station. The constabulary's forensic investigators were utilizing the relevant science and technology to help determine who may have been involved in the malicious destruction of the police property, the police said. So the St. Ann police are asking for persons who have any information that might assist in their investigation to come forward and share what they know by calling the St. Ann's Way Police at 876-972-2211, the police 119 emergency number, or Crime Stop at 311. You know you can call the nearest police station. You know where something go. You see me I say? Miss Ina Mead, good night, Empress. Hope you are okay. You know, I appreciate the continued support. I appreciate the contribution. No, may I tell you, if me, I did head at the St. Ann Police Division, and people from Parental call me, say, sit now, go on up there, and them want police response. You know what? Alright, so. Me don't tell you, all my station at Hoax police station are far from Parental, Okay, you just go up Milford Road and go up Shaw Park, and you reach Shaw Park Road and you reach Parental, Right now, a St. Anne's Way, me I go first. Drive round on one next part, round on one next road there. How was me I take for reach? I'm going to sort out on a thing. Alright, peace. We move on, because night a come. He who have ears, let them hear, is it? Remember say, Remember say, Another something here. You don't know who is who. We still have to live with life. We still have to operate. We still have to do business. So it means that you have to go to the bank. You probably have to go to the hospital. Some people still have to go to church. Some people still have to do things. Some of them same people that will go to the party, you would have to go in a bank with them, said we. You understand? So some of them man when you chat off them mouth and a chat crap about Flintstone pan police vehicle. More of some of them people that come close mark on in some bank line and sneeze pan on it, man. Because when I eat that, you know. You're not so not sensible. That's a part of the problem we have for the country. We spend more time on defend slackness than I try to tell some man so them wrong. What kind of justification or rationale you can give me for a man fling stone in a police vehicle? And when police burn someone on the skin in a year sort of crap to you know. And when I advocate for police abuse them authority and them power. But someone on the skin forget wet man. Cause a son I go learn you know. Everybody now want to attack police. And I put them on pump yo. All God know why I'm not call me police you know. Cause me nah say me probably not dead you know. But a big funeral I keep you know. Because of me alone funeral I keep you know. So a portion of people are buried a weekend in a rasta. Cause joke thing this man. You know some country you can't even go too close to police. And where you say people are tear our police close and when I hear that around here someone. See we not demonstrate for police a turn lock off party. But me say soldier get shot in them head and dead and police up on patrol and dead and we not hear nothing around here. But police a lock off party and people vex. You understand me I say? Yeah man. Tell them say that. Alright sir. Yo, me telling you know say if I never teaching me end up I would be in the military. I say God know probably all why I'm in the military, you know. Cause me no time for no foolishness around here, sir, brother. Oral Gale say I was in the security force for 9 years. My experience let me know the place called Jamaica is an illusion. I went on leave, fly out and never come back. Thanks for the service to the country, Father Gale. We give thanks. You understand? I hope you did hold it out and never run left with things still. Because the whole of we can't run left with no idea, you know. You see me? And thanks for the contribution to Rasta. You see it? We soon come to the police and soldier business again. So today was the NEC meeting of the People's National Party. National Executive Council, I think that mean. Yeah? So them sort out them, well, attempt to sort out themselves and decide when election or presidential election run off or go on and them something there. The election for the PNP president and whatever else, I don't know, VP and whatever else, will be a day before my birthday, which is the 7th of November. So come the 7th of November, the People's National Party should have a leader who I'm certain they're hoping will be able to unite the party, then present themselves as a sensible opposition and also a viable option whenever the next election cycle comes around. See? And then 7th of my birthday and I broke out at the 8th. I say one day before my birthday, which is the 7th. You understand? Yeah, man. Now, PNP presidential elections for November 7th. The People's National Party is to elect a new president on the 7th of November. So the date was set at today's meeting of the party's National Executive Council, its most powerful body outside the annual conference. The NEC met at the Jamaica Conference Center in Kingston. So the Electoral Commission, the Electoral Office of Jamaica support is to be sought to manage the polls. The NEC today outlined a timeline leading up to the elections, with nominations of candidates to happen on the 19th to the 23rd of October, and the final delegates list to be made available by October 30. Elections for a new president of the PNP comes on as the current president and opposition leader, Dr. Peter Phillips, announced his resignation as a leader following the party's major defeat in the September 3 general elections. Mark Golding, the Member of Parliament for St. Andrew South, and Lisa Anna, the Member of Parliament for St. Anne South East, are currently seen as the two front runners for the post of president, with polls conducted externally and internally showing Anna as the favourite. Damian Crawford, one of four vice presidents, has also indicated interest, but has said he is consulting with the delegates before declaring his candidacy, while other PNP leaders and well-known personalities, Michael Phillips, son of Dr. Peter Phillips, and Norman Orne, have also shown an interest in the presidency of the party. You have to take bad things with jokes, Jaja. You understand? Meanwhile, the current General Secretary of the party, Julian Robinson, who is also being touted as a possible contender, said that after the September 11 polls, he will be stepping down as the Gensec of the party. Yeah? So Lisa Anna today would have publicly declared her intention to vie for the PNP presidency, and polls that have been conducted inside the party and outside the party has revealed that she is the people's choice. I don't know which people still. You understand? But that the poll them have said. So you know, but the problem is that everybody want to be president of the party, look like. You understand what I say? I don't know about that. You see? I'm going to share with you now a local thing, because as I said, the two front runners presently are Lisa and Mark Golding. But as I said, Damian Crawford would have expressed his intentions to enter the race. And despite the fact that Lisa is being... I remember, you know, many of the people that will answer them poll, them question, it's not delegate. Remember, delegates select party president, you know. And I think about 4,000 to 4,500 delegates are in the party. So, we'll see what go on. And also remember too that Lisa Anna is a supporter of Peter Phillips. So, Peter Phillips people them. But then again, you have a couple other people who support Peter Phillips who interested. Me hear Philip Palwell. One people I say Philip Palwell. You understand? I don't know who Julian Robinson support, because I'm a general secretary. I don't know. Zane, Damian Crawford is a supporter of Peter Phillips. Zane, Norman Horn, I don't know who him support. Probably JLP and NDM, because he was in NDM, I think, one at a time. Then JLP, then PNP, then JLP, then PNP. He is all over the place. I don't know who he really support. I suppose I Phillips him support because Phillips chose him as senator over there. So, but that's what I assume. You understand? Well, Mark Golding was a part of Bunting scam, so I suppose he will probably have the support of most of them people. So it's going to be interesting. Of note though, Lisa Anna, in her bid to become a vice president in the last PNP internal elections, failed in her bid to become a vice president. And that is significant. Many people now pay attention to that. I suppose Lisa is very likable. She's very affable. You understand what I say? She's very cordial. She's very eloquent. You understand? She's a beautiful woman. You understand? So I suppose the possibility is that many of the people out there who are saying Lisa are probably saying Lisa not from a political standpoint and analysis of the whole political thing, but because of her likability, I suppose. Then also, she failed to become a vice president. She almost failed to retain her constituency recently. And the reality is that if it wasn't for a COVID protocol breach by Ryan Simpson, Lisa Anna may have lost that seat. So her political stocks has declined more than people are thinking or realizing in recent times. Zane? No, Cookie, no, for a long time, I always admire Lisa. You know, Lisa a big woman and she keep herself on a level and me admire and respect that. You understand? Then, you understand? Yeah. So, but me finding Lisa to be a wonderful big woman, now nothing to do with Lisa being, you understand? Because I know business with the PNP like that or JLP. So, outside of that part there, you know what I mean? But what you say now is that, and I asked this question before, and I would really like for the people who are aligned to the People's National Party to give me a breakdown and a logical rationalization of why they think Lisa Anna is the best person to lead the PNP out of the situation versus somebody else. You understand what I say? So, for me, it is interesting to sit and watch. You know, I like watch a part of politics here and see what I go on. And thing. So, the reality is that, one, whomever becomes leader of the PNP will have the unenviable task of not only uniting the party, and that is easier said than done, but also to convince the Jamaican population that they are a viable alternative. You see me? So make we watch and see. And with these internal elections, a lot of things are at play. You understand? Promises made to people are at play. Money being available is at play. Allegiances and associations are at play. A whole heap of things are at play. So, Marlon Boyd, I am not into choosing anybody. I am not aligned or affiliated with nobody politically. You understand? That is not my responsibility to choose anybody or to say whom you then choose. Me just ask a question and say, you understand what I say? Father Paul Malcolm, big up yourself in a family. Give thanks for the support and the contribution. Zine? So, also, as I say, they will have to mend the fences in the People's National, and those fences are torn and tattered. You understand what I say? Those wounds have been opened from the 2006, I think, presidential runoff between Portia Simpson Miller, Peter Phillips, Omar Davis, and I think Carl Blight was in that one as well. The party has never recovered from that. And those wounds were reopened when Peter Bunting decided to contest for the presidential post in the party. Zine? So the PNP is a divided party. You understand? And for me, as a Jamaican taxpayer, it would be nice to see the People's National Party sort out themselves so we can have a strong opposition in a democratic country. But Kemar Scott, yeah, all wounds can be healed. But then your wound can't heal if you keep on a tapping it in a family. If you keep on a beat with stick, you know. You understand? Because look what got happen. Look what got happen. If Lisa Anna, well, she will be a part of it. Mark Golding will be a part of it. Possibly Damian Crawford will be a part of it. And whomever else. Remember, Mark Golding is a Peter Bunting ally, associate, affiliate, friend. Lisa Anna is a Peter Phillips associate, affiliate, friend. So it means it is still essentially Bunting versus Phillips, you know. It no matter how else you look upon it, it come down to Bunting versus Phillips. It's just the same game with different players. You understand what I say? The same game with different players. The same team with different centre forwards. Because go all come back down to Philip supporters them over here, so, and Bunting supporters them over there, so. Just like it has been Philip supporters them and Poacher supporters them. So people are losing sight of that. And the reality is that those wounds are still fresh and they will be stepped in again. That is it, you know. You understand what I say? Delwayne, someone say me wrong. Okay, my friend. I mean, everybody is wrong some point in time. I think I have been doing well in these political calls in recent times. Dr. Norman Donut in St. Mary, we call that. Anne-Marie Vaz in East Portland, we call that. The general election the other day, we call that. The PNP presidential election, we call that. And all of them, we get them correct. You understand? So, make we see then. Make we see. You understand? Father Roy Kennedy, thanks for the contribution over on PayPal, my friend. Most appreciative, and also thanks for the continued support on the channel. So, both presidential aspirants would have been at the NEC meeting today, and they would have entered the National Conference Center to do much fanfare and thing. So I'll share with you what would have happened on the entry of both individuals today. Let me see if I can find the video them here. Who will share first? Ladies before gentlemen. Alright, so let's go with Lisa first. Boom. You know what was significant there? The woman at the end saying, big up me MP Peter Phillips. You will say, but big up Lisa. Goes back to my point. The people who would have supported Phillips are very likely to support Lisa, because that is just the nature of the party. I'm going to play Mark Golding thing and I'm going to analyze something I want to say again. And the teacher is here. Take a seat and learn something tonight. Hold on, this is more slow. Mark Golding time. Boom. Oh, man, if you come back on screen, how did I hear me? Yeah, I rang. I say I can't find us. No, hold on. Give me a little time. I say, well, all right, boom. So I come back over here, so. You not hear me now? You know, hold on. You don't move. All right, file reach. Boom. Drop file in that. Yeah, man. Apparently, me never bring over that file there. I'm bring over Lisa file twice. See? So watch out now. As me I say, the most interesting thing out of the Lisa thing just now is that the lady at the end, let me play back. Just before me go to Mark Golding thing, let me play back something for showing a look thing. Teach me I teach tonight. Boom. Make we go closer to the end and listen something I saw. Them say them no want no next old man. So watch what we are saying now. That lady who is, she was saying that, well, Lisa, she said, but she also said, big up my MP, Peter Phillips. You know what you may say, but Lisa will say, as I said to you earlier, it is a divided thing. Zine? So Lisa has been a supporter of Peter Phillips. So it means Lisa is still playing for Phillips' team, but she are now the centre forward, if you get what me I say. But at the same 11. The same team, but you understand, she a striker now. Watch me now. Me show now look at thing. Me I play my golden clip and me I show me I pick out something I wanna see. You know, hold on. I'm show now a teacher teach class. See? Hold on there now. I say me can find you. Come on, man. Computer move. Like the PNP, disorganized, like, and slow. Me no know. Watch it. I don't want to see it, you know. I'm going to talk to you. No. One, look on the shirt them where the people them where I say golden Avan. Some Avan golden shirt, but the rest of them Avan the shirt them from Peter Bunting campaign. One. Secondly, if you realize there was a female walking beside Mark Golding, that female is Angela Brownberg. Angela Brownberg was a very important member in Peter Bunting's attempt at presidency. So it goes back to show you that the same people them will support Bunting are going to support Golding, and the same people them we are going to support, whether they support Phillips or support Lisa. The PNP is still a divided party. And what going to happen again too, because if Damien forwarding, because remember Damien is a supporter of Peter Phillips, you know. As a matter of fact, I'm telling you before, said Damien is simply waiting on Peter Phillips to step aside, so there will be a by-election in Peter Phillips' constituency, and he will contest the seat. Remember, I'm telling you that already, you know. Zine? So, it means that whomever enters the race will be entering the race as a part of a team. It's either you're part of Bunting team, but as somebody else a lead the line, or as a part of Phillips' team, and as somebody else a lead the line, but at the same side. You understand what I say? It's the same side. Someone wants to sit down and look for the thing until the People's National Party can put the bruising presidential campaigns between Peter Phillips and Portia Simpson Miller behind them, and Peter Phillips and Peter Bunting, they will be in problem. You understand what I say? So the same team, just different center forward. You see me? So the same coaches, the same defender them is just one man from the team, probably somebody with the nine midfield or out on the wing and lead the line now. Simple football match, nothing hard than that. So me just sit down and me and watch it, so me a pre-war go on it. No teacher pretty. You see me? So we just go and look on it. Because and I suppose the next thing is this. And one of the things that hurt the PNP from Portia Simpson stepping aside is the fact say them just unpick Smaddy and say, are you can you spend you put your pay your dues. They should have had a presidential runoff for the people them select who them want to run the party. You shouldn't put down nobody and say because you were there from Wapikill Philip from the devil was a boy and them time, so you are your time. You understand what I say? So the thing is that you can't to unpick people, but the People's National Party should have sat down, look at the message that was sent to them by the electorate, look at the problems that they have been facing that might have led to the election result. Then try to mend broken fences as best as possible. Try to get some consensus. Then and the two strongest people in the party, the two people where the polls I say are them two people that we see as the future of the party. That the delegates them I say are the future of the party, and those two people should contest the presidential runoff. Yeah, son, but then I am the man say Lisa is a false nine. But you know a ball game, Zin? So at the end of the day, me know say the euphoria is building and people are free to choose who. And remember, the general election and a presidential election are two different elections. The general election, people anyway can go vote. With a presidential election, it is the delegates who vote. And the delegates list is not infinite. The last presidential election, I think the delegates list was about 4,500 people. I could be wrong. See? So, you can do 1 million poll. But at the end of the day is the delegates them who decide. You see me I say? So, it is what it is, ain't it? You understand? And it's funny how the People's National Party were saying that the polls them the other day, them don't make no sense and them are going to prove the pollsters them wrong while people in the PNP are now hugging up polls. And I say the polls are set. And them just said the other day, say the polls them don't make no sense. And man, even say when PNP become governing party, them are going to ban pollsters when I have no certification for the polling. Yeah, so I say. So now, somebody just asked a question and I don't know if you answer. I not tell you what you question it until I say I can't find. I don't remember it off the top of my head. See, I don't know what qualifies you to make the delegates list, but there was a lot of controversy with the delegates list the last time between Bunting and Phillips, and people were left off and people were added and all sort of something. So, I tell you the truth, I not remember off of the top of my head how you become a delegate. Let me see, I can do a quick thing. See? But I tell you, say, technology fail when I need it the most. Yes, and after all the time for iPhone freeze up is in a demo time. But I tell you, see it and chang, you know. Alright, so I'm going to share to you how PNP choose them delegates. This is an article where the Gleaner did post. Let me see if it can help. So it says, the majority of the People's National Party, PNP delegates who will vote on September 7 presidential poll, last at Bunting and Phillips, will come from the party's groups island-wide in its National Executive Council, the NEC, which met today. The NEC, which is the PNP's highest decision-making body outside of the annual conference, will provide nearly 350 delegates for the runoff in which the incumbent Peter Phillips will face Bunting. So this is a little bit old. The PNP General Secretary Julian Robinson explained that a recognized constituency is entitled to 2 NEC members. So of all the 63 constituency, each constituency is afforded 2 delegates. No, 2 NEC members and 1 from each unrecognized constituency. I don't know what that means. To be a recognized constituency, you need a minimum of 20 groups, plus a youth organization and women's movement group. Robinson said constituencies are not allowed to have more groups than the number of polling divisions, and where such breaches occur, the party will take necessary action to correct them. It is a new rule, and there are some constituencies in breach, and they are working to bring it back in line to the number of polling divisions. So each recognized group with 10 to 19 members is entitled to 1 delegate. Let me read that again. Each recognized group with 1 to 19 members is entitled to 1 delegate. A group with 20 or more is entitled to 2 delegates. So Deputy General Secretary Senator Wentworth Skeffrey, he's not a senator anymore, explained that according to Skeffrey, party groups which are named in the PNP constitution must be operational for a minimum of 7 months to be recognized and must be in good financial standing and hold annual conferences before August. So the party's national annual conference is held on the 3rd weekend of September each year. And the party structure is also divided into 6 regions with 1 delegate per constituency. It's done. Oh, it's not done yet. For example, in the party's Region 5, there are 8 constituencies. That region is entitled to no more than 8 delegates. Depending on the state of the constituency, in a particular region, no delegate may be chosen. So all 8 delegates may come from 1 constituency, Skeffrey explained. So PNP affiliates such as the National Workers Union, NW, and the Youth Adult Professional Arm, the Patriots, are also among the main source of delegates, he pointed out. The Granville Valentine-led NW provides at least 50 delegates, and the Patriots 30, and councillors who are not NEC members are automatic delegates. The party has no say in who are delegates from affiliates. This is kind of confusing. There has been some furore over the selection of NW delegates ahead of the upcoming, the last one. I'm going to tell you there were some challenges there. Zane, long story. So we hope that clear up some things. I don't know. Damien wise, big up on yourself. I will have to sit down because the reality is that even in social studies, even though I don't teach social studies at the C-sector level, I am a trained social studies teacher. And you teach government somewhere along the line. You teach government at grade 9 and stuff. But when we teach government, Zane, we teach the systems of government and the electoral process. We don't go into the delegate selection part. We look at the selection of MPs and stuff. So the whole delegate part of it kind of over my head right now. But I'm going to do some research because I like know things, you know. You understand? I say somebody write simple name. Cindy, well, go on. Yeah, alright. You see me? Alright, so that. However, done this, because remember today was the NEC meeting. Yeah, Matthew, I probably need to do that for Joe still. You understand? But me need to do the research first, because me not sure how it thing set up. Zin? So today at the NEC meeting, there was a little thing go on, around one part, around one place. This lady, Venetia Phillips, she's a councillor for, I think, the Augustown division in St. Andrew. I don't remember the constituency, the name. But she would have contested the general election recently, opposing Minister of Education, Favour Williams. She apparently was involved in a little fracas today, when I hear some man draw for things out of them ways for shoot people in a PNP sitting on one of them. Oh, no, I'm going in a party Jan shop. Where them sell party. You understand? The party shop business. Watch out now. I may go on some little things. Things are going, things are good on. But before we touch a party shop business, sources say Well, that's still a party shot, but sources say Dr. Peter Phillips appealed for unity and took a jab at those he says entered politics with selfish desires to lead. Oh, it sounds like Peter Stunter. He said, for some, the PNP is their only inheritance. And the legacy which must be protected. Some were tearful when Phillips bid farewell, while others not so much. You understand? So I'm telling you what go on in a dance, you know. I mean, I say dance it at, you know, be a dub plate play around it. Not really, but as I said that. So watch it now. Update. Sources say there was an uproar during the NEC when a senior PNP member reached for his waist and threatened to shoot a councillor who confronted him. And I go back to what I was saying earlier. Until the People's National Party becomes a united entity, they will continue to struggle. Yeah? Me just tell you about it now, listen to me, you know. Sources say there was an uproar during the NEC, which is the National Executive Council meeting, when a senior PNP member, I don't know which member, I'm going to try to find out, reached for his waist and threatened to shoot a councillor who confronted him. The female councillor had confronted the senior member after he made a slur about her alleged private life. The senior member had initially chided the councillor, who lashed out and began leaving the room when the NEC rejected her suggestion for a vote for the election of VPs and the president on the same day. The councillor then turned back when the senior member chided her for her conduct. You understand? Now, the PNP's Venetia Phillips has taken to social media following the contentious meeting of the NEC. Miss Phillips says the PNP has been at war for 15 years and is still at war. She is describing the process engaged today as ridiculous and a kangaroo court. Why? The PNP, this is what she said, as she has said it yesterday, you understand? Me just read it. This is not teach them right, because I don't want to stay now. The PNP has been fighting since 2005, 2006, as I said earlier. We are still fighting over 15 years later. Yeah? I stand by my position. It is ridiculous and to the detriment of the PNP to split the presidential and vice president election because the party will be hurt twice. Hold them the same day. We will be further broken twice over. She said, I seem to have stepped on toes when I said it was those who are paid hacks who are driving a cars that would further hurt, not help. I call the process a kangaroo court method, since the decision was taken without discussion. I further made the point that if we were to lose the local government elections countrywide, it would be on the new leader's record, and that is not a good idea. So those who are desperate for elections started to cuss me out. Simple. I responded in kind. Now, if what Venetia say, yes, and we know people have things to say about Venetia. She say a lot of things a lot of time. But the point that Venetia Phillips is making is actually a sensible point. Why would you not have your selections of vice presidents on the same day that the presidential election is going on? Why would you have presidential election and vice presidential election one next day? You know, better you just have everything one time and done with the thing there, sir. So, there is merit in that suggestion if I was a part of the process. It is a suggestion that me think would be wise. You understand? But apparently, them say no and them cuss her like. She look good on your screen, teach. You understand what I say? So the PNP travails and trials and tribulations continue. Where will it end? When will it end? Will it end? Is the better question, I suppose. No, we're done with them for the night. We'll circle them on next time. You understand? Because we have some more things to talk about. You see? Michael Phillips, they want to run for your party press. No, though. You know who is happy in all of this? I would suggest to you that one, Andrew Holness, is a very pleased man. You understand? Because all of them look at things here. If it going to benefit anybody, it going to benefit him and him party. You understand? So, I could deal with some other things that go on in our country. You know, me that plan for done stream by the time I know me still there at a copy face. You understand? But as me say, for me love see the little moves, the political moves and wranglings and fandanglings. Like, as somebody who did political science when I was studying, well, not really political science. I did a course called Politics and Change. Very beautiful course. You understand? As a matter of fact, my lecturer at the time, her name was Miss Smart. Then you can't beat that. Then if you have somebody named Miss Smart, a teacher, politics and change, then it's nice. You understand? So, and then from I was a young boy, I would have been curious about the whole political system and thing. And as I told you, growing up, I had desires to be a political representative. But having grown up and seen the grass that grew up on the political hillside in Jamaica, I don't want them grass to catch my skin. My skin too delicate. Them good as some different type of grass them there. You understand? And how the political process operates in Jamaica. And a man like me who is so radical in thinking, who not really business with the guy, you understand? Them couldn't go deal with me. So a man like me, I know them put me on backbench and we couldn't make no change or effect no change because we wouldn't see light of day because we now go conform. A reform, we come for reform. And because you are going to disrupt the status quo, you understand, then you're not going to reach nowhere like. You understand? And then me not growing on nobody here, go brush no dog teeth and clean no clocks and then sitting there and wash no man car and then sitting there for political favors, so they not gonna work out. You see me? Auntie. Man say PNP need me. That's a funny concept right there. You see me? Yeah, man. You don't come for brush no clocks and clean no dog teeth, man, and wash down no payer and then sit there. You see? So me kinda I would have lost interest in political representation for a long time now. I try to effect change in this country in different ways. Being an educator, I think that is probably the most awesome way to effect change in your country by putting out productive young men and women in this country. So me go on hold on that for the time. I don't know in the future, you understand, what might go on before me get a little older and thing. You don't know, but right now, enough away. You see me I say? Because me is a man. If say I was a part of the PNP back when PJ was president and party leader and prime minister, we didn't run a Palwell long time, and them don't want me run a Palwell, but me never go run a Palwell and Carl Blight and all PJ then get run from the Shell Waiver scandal Siago then get run with during the zinc fence scandal, and all of them sitting there, and Porsche then get runway in a traffic gora, and then sitting there. Andrew then get runway down a Petrojam and Ministry of Education. Then me then run with people, so then couldn't go deal with me. You understand what I say? Me then say, brother, on a law taxpayers' money alone. Then what you mean? So then couldn't go deal with me, you know, cause me then just run with people. You understand? So me not think them couldn't get along with me. Then when I friend thing with a guy, I country we come for deal with it. We not come for deal with a guy and then bank account. Then we not business with guy. You see me? So then couldn't go deal with me. I tell you. I mean then tell the Prime Minister, man, say, brother, between me and you still, that a foolishness, you know. You understand? And they wanna like that still. Cause they love a yes man them and the money when I keep it. Me not go to Parliament, go knock no bench, no foolishness, Rasta. You understand? So then JDF and JCF I look for signing up. You wanna be JCF anyway, then be JDF, but me all I know, me need them can't manage. Me can't go run down no man I know, brother. Me need them only football and cricket and mash up, me need them and then sit them. Me all I know, Rasta. Jump over the fence and run down no man and then sit. They can't go manage. You understand? Malik Gardner, you know they would kill you. No, sir. Then not fool like that. Because then one man dead no mean say you still go live na idea, you know. So then that no wise. You understand? That no wise. No wise neither. So killing me would then cause more problem for them than good. They would even make no sense. You understand? It better than just friend me like. You see me? So watch I know, as me say political thing. Cause me just straight like that. Me not grow in no corner with no guy. You understand what I say? Are the people them come for deal with better my country. Me not come for no favoritism or favor from nobody. You understand? If me a Prime Minister, Darrell Vass couldn't see no portfolio ministry. You understand what I say? JC Hutchinson only farm, you couldn't see a female on farm. You understand what I say? All them Andrew Wheatley couldn't see nothing we have to do with portfolio ministry. He can go run off him constituency, maybe. You feel what I say? That's some my thing there. Philip Paul would have to come out of politics a long time. The youthful exuberance signal work around, so you're a big man. What kind of youth? You understand? You say youth in politics. Move with them, they sitting there, man. Operation Pride and all of them. Something. I mean, none of them things, Virgin. You feel what I say? So, it not gonna work for me. It not gonna work for me because they can't deal with me. See me? St. James man in custody after being caught with gun and ammunition. You see me? A man is in custody and a 9mm pistol and several rounds of ammunition he was carrying have been seized by the St. James police, the Jamaican Constabulary Force reports. So the incident occurred in Hendon, Norwood, surprise, in St. James yesterday. No, Ministry of National Security constituency that. Then is why so much gun down there, sir. Then me I say, as a Minister of National Security, I mean I always say this, you know, and people think, look here, if me a Minister of National Security, for me constituency, I say if it's constituency in our country. If me a Minister of Housing and Development, a whole heap of development are going on in my place. Me I go do it through the right way, but development have to go on. If me a Minister of Water, right now, my constituency can sell some other constituency water, because water have to be around there. If me a Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, then every street light have to work. If me a Minister of Transport and Works and Road, then every road in my constituency have to fix Rasta. You understand what I say? If me a Minister of Industry and Commerce, then 2 factories have to come build around my place so some you get some work, you know, you can't tell me nothing around this, you know. You feel what I'm saying? So me can understand certain local things. See it? The Minister of National Security, Rasta, then your constituency shouldn't be a mad constituency. Is you govern security in the country and your constituency not secure? Then me not get it. Now would Glendevon, Salt Spring, Canterbury, flankers, everywhere. I don't know if all of them places in a field constituency, but them good as near. You understand what I say? The police say about 10:30 a.m. the man was seen standing on the roadway. He ran when he saw the police approaching. The cops chased him and he was caught and searched, and a 9mm pistol with a loaded magazine containing 16 rounds was removed from his waistband. Big up to the police them. Them police need good. Then my need them couldn't go manage that. You understand? Big up on yourself. You see? St. James farmer arrested for illegal gun and ammunition at grave digging. A St. James farmer was yesterday arrested and charged following the seizure of a gun and several rounds of ammunition in Barretttown, St. James. According to the police, Eric White has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Lawmen said that about 4:25 p.m., officers went to a cemetery to disperse a large crowd gathered at a grave digging. On the approach of the police, a man was seen acting in a manner which aroused their suspicion. He was accosted, searched, and a 9mm pistol and one 9mm round was taken from his waistband. His court date is being finalized. Then should then just throw him in a grave. You understand? And cover him like. You see me? Yeah, police. Here's a license firearm holder. What you do with gun in your waist? Eh? Are you a dig? Alright, go down in a grave there. Making the come take you out. You don't have to cover him head, you know. You just cover him, make him turn up in there, and just cover him up to his shoulder. Then in the come dry him out. Me go talk to in the come. Him is a police. The FLA give him license, sir. I mean, alone I throw dirt down upon him. I don't want nobody help me neither. Joke thing on the pan. Just left him head out so he can go and breathe a little bit. Call in the come. Backside. Kingston East police bag 3 guns, including submachine and AK-47. The Kingston Eastern Police seized 3 firearms, including a submachine gun and an assault rifle in 2 incidents in the division on Friday, the 25th of September. In the first incident, about 5:30 p.m., a police team that was on McWhinney Street in Kingston 16 reportedly saw a group of men fleeing upon their approach. The law enforcers then searched the area and a Mach-10 submachine gun with a magazine containing 14 9mm rounds of ammunition was found in a refrigerator. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. In the second incident, about 9:40 p.m., law enforcers were on Foreshore Road in Port Royal when they saw a motorcar traveling along the roadway with 3 men on board. The men's actions reportedly aroused the cops' suspicion and the driver of the motor vehicle was signaled to stop. He complied and the police team subsequently searched the motor vehicle and reportedly found an AK-47 assault rifle with a magazine containing 27.62 rounds of ammunition, as well as a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 30 9mm rounds. All 3 men were taken into custody. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. Big up to the police them around here. You understand? Yeah, man, no whole a round of applause and applause, man. You see me? Work on our work. Guns we say. 3 man a drive up and down with the AK-47 and carry them on a soldier. You know see what go on around here? A 27-year-old man slapped with gun-related charge. The gun them use and slap him, you know. But hold on. 27-year-old Tosana Barnett was on Tuesday charged with assault at common law and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition in connection with an incident on Hope Road, Kingston 6 that occurred on Friday, September 4. The police said at about 8:50 p.m., a team of police officers responded to reports of armed men aboard a motor car in the vicinity of a local shopping center. The police team intercepted a black Honda Stream and challenged the gunmen. They subsequently fled, leaving the car. A Sig Sauer 9mm pistol and a magazine containing 9 9mm rounds were found inside the vehicle. Barnett was caught on Saturday, September 5 during an operation. He was subsequently placed on an identification parade and was pointed out. Big up again to it. Yo, big up on yourself. Oh, no, big up on yourself. You understand? Police hunt man who attacked financial institution manager in parking lot. Many have that picture there. You tell me something, I mean a picture of that picture there. Teach them. Yeah, move low. Boom. Where there? Yeah, man. I don't know if it go fit, if it go span, but we try. Yeah, man. So the brother there, I select him shoes. You see him? So a picture is not the clearest picture, but the picture them up on the JCF website. Twitter page, I should say. Police hunt man who attacked financial institution manager in parking lot. So the police are on the hunt for a man who attacked a manager of a financial institution with a gun. An image of the man obtained from security footage has been shared by the police via Twitter. The police say the incident happened in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland on the 3rd of July in the parking lot of the institution at about 3:30 p.m. He pounced on the manager and brandished a handgun, firing several shots. The manager escaped injury, but a car in the vicinity was damaged. The police are appealing to anyone who may have information that can assist investigators with capturing the man to contact the Savannah Lamar police at 876-955-2758 or Crime Stop at 311. You know some more gun in the country than car? You don't look funny. Think about it. And look how much car upon the road. I joke. I don't think so much gun there, but enough there. Every day, understand? Policeman shot dead in Maxfield Avenue. Along Maxfield Avenue. In the Maxfield Avenue area. A day before, a Jamaica Defence Force soldier was shot and killed during an operation in Clarendon. This is the soldier that was killed in I think the incident happened in Milk River. This is the police officer who died. A policeman was shot dead in the Maxfield Avenue area of St. Andrew. It is understood that the cop assigned to the Hunts Bay police station was on patrol in the Pretoria Road section of the volatile community when he was attacked by a gunman. The cop was reportedly shot in the head before being rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. One of the gunmen was reportedly killed in the encounter. And as I said earlier, the incident comes just over a day after Jamaica Defence Force soldier was shot dead by a gunman in Clarendon. But as usual, there's no uproar. There's no public outcry. There's no condemnation from the wider public. There's no mass showing of support for the JCF or the JDF. You understand? There's no outpouring of grief at the demise of these two young men who were in the line of duty trying to serve and protect Jamaica land we love. My soldier friend tell me say a friendly fire that killed the soldier. Yeah? Well, if that is the case, that is still very unfortunate. You understand? So it's just business as usual. Okay, police. Let's move on. If this young officer here, so, Zane, had not died and one of the man who was shooting at them was killed. You then hear police brutality claims. And I deliberately did not do individual videos for these two unfortunate and tragic incidents. Because in all fairness, in all honesty, I'm just tired of the killings. Whether civilians being murdered, whether security, law enforcement officials being killed. Like me just tired of it. You understand? And I deliberately did not do a video on these stories. Because I'm just tired of it. I don't know if other people okay with it, but me not alright with it. Why am I shirt I show that color up on the screen? I know my shirt color this or not? Marlon Boyd, the man same friend where a soldier tell him, so nothing must go see, you know. You understand? Then anybody can say anything, we don't know. And we don't know if that is not a part of that was mentioned during investigate. Because I'm sure the JSF is investigating, the JDF is investigating. So we don't know the nature of those investigations. You understand? I don't know that it would be the military purview to come out and say that at this point in time. You understand? So the investigation run its course and we see what is what. You see me? So, me tired of it, Rasta. Like, I'm just tired of it. Like, quite a number of murders would have occurred over the past couple of days, and me didn't even look at them. So I will share the information in the stream, but forget up and do a individual video when I go sit down and voice over and edit and cut and upload. Me just not into it. You understand? Me tired of it. I really and truly tired of it. See what next murder story where I could easily do a video upon. But just nobody look upon it, Rasta. How much of them video I need for the per month, per year? Anglican priest found dead in Clarendon. The Anglican church community in Jamaica has been rocked by the murder of one of their priests in Chapelton, Clarendon. The deceased has been identified as 36-year-old Larius Lewis. His body, with his hand and feet reportedly bound, was found on Friday by church officials at St. Paul's Anglican Church Rectory in Chapelton. He was assigned to the church there. It is not yet clear what has been theorized by investigators probing the development. So the shocking discovery was less than a day after a Jamaica Defence Force soldier was shot dead by a gunman during a joint police military operation in Milk River. Yeah? And I suppose, well, I don't know. There are reports also that the priest was found in the nude. I don't know. A lot of things have been said. I am not able to verify anything, but just looking at the situation, I mean, boy, I don't know. But a murder is a murder, Rasta. You see me the pun? So, on the murder trail. Well, this is not murder. This is a shooting incident still. Shooting causes NWC to abort work at Portmore treatment plant. The National Water Commission was forced to abort work at the Greater Portmore wastewater treatment plant in St. Catherine, I think Friday night, due to a shooting at the facility. So the incident resulted in 2 employees receiving minor injuries as they tried to make a hasty escape. In a release, the NWC said that the incident happened during a debriefing meeting at the treatment facility about 9:15 p.m. The water company says it has been conducting what it calls a wet well exercise at the facility since the 19th of September. NWC says the shots appeared to be targeted at the group of employees, which included managers. The Greater Portmore police were called and have commenced the investigation into the incident. So the area will be regularly patrolled to beef up security. In reaction, the NWC has said it will not be daunted by the incident. We toil day and night to improve service to the people of Greater Portmore. Why would anyone want to harm the NWC team by firing shots on the work site last night? We still remain committed, its president, Mark Bennett, said. Gunman killed, another battling for life following foiled robbery attempt in Hanover. So a supermarket in Opel, Hanover became a crime scene after a policeman foiled a robbery by 3 men, leaving one dead and another battling for life in hospital. A male customer was also seriously injured. So the incident happened after 7 p.m., just minutes before the nightly 8 p.m. curfew, when the policeman, who was dressed in plain clothes and shopping in the supermarket, challenged the men. He managed to shoot 2 of them. However, the other escaped. Boy, Squaddy was at the right place at the right time. Hey Sheena, how are you, Empress? It's good to see you. Hope all is well. Neek said gun story there on rapid. Fully hard up, Neeks. Rapid burst. On the shooting trail, 3 shot in East Kingston. Remember we were talking about many shootings and murders in Central Kingston Friday night? 3 men were shot on Wildman Street in East Kingston on Thursday night. One of the victims has been admitted to hospital in serious condition. So about 11 p.m., persons were standing on Wildman Street when a car drove up. Men in the vehicle opened gunfire on the group. The 3 persons, including a 63-year-old man, were shot. Still on the shooting trail, musician charged with double murder and gun offenses in Kingston. So a musician has been slapped with several criminal charges, including the killing of 2 men on Albert Street in the Kingston 14 area on Friday the 4th of September. The accused, 28-year-old Leon, and I guess Leon's surname for me, of Water Street in Denham Town, West Kingston, was charged on Friday of last week with the murders of 52-year-old Desmond Chambers and 35-year-old Delroy Small, both of Albert Street in Kingston 14. He was also charged with wounding with intent, illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition, stemming from the gun attack that resulted in the 2 deaths. It is alleged that Williams and another man opened gunfire at a group of people who stood alongside the roadway and fired at a police team that responded to the initial attack. No member of the police team was injured, but 3 men who were shot in the initial attack were taken to hospital where Chambers and Small later died. Williams was subsequently arrested and charged following an interview in the presence of his attorney. The police indicated that the second suspect behind the fatal attack remains at large. Yo, Humor, he lived on Glenowin. He was a year ahead of us. Who that deal? Leon Williams? What did they say name? They start ring a bell for you, you know. So that means, Jaja. And Dale, big up yourself in the youth. Andre Thompson, Monas. Priest look like him did not play ball. Kingston is a killing field. Where are they going to find place to put all these criminals in Jamaica? Jaja. Wildman Street. Isn't that North Street? I'm not sure. Because I don't even know one street downtown named Wildman Street. Ah, Larius was your senior. Hold on. Let me go back to that story. I wish I had a story I call him name. I don't even remember. Oh, hold on. Larius Lewis. A Lewis on attack. Teach. So that the news are stressing him out. Hold on there. So Dale and Mathematics Bennett. May I pre-Mathematics Bennett to Erica. Correct me if I'm wrong. Erica. Big up yourself. I suppose she not supposed to probably familiar with the name to then. Cause a couple Michael people well in here. So Sheena, Mathematics Bennett. Yes, Wildman Street is adjacent to North Street. Alright, thanks, Sheena. Sheena, you know Larius Lewis? Are you hear about him? Because he would have been 1 year ahead of us, right? Thing. Big up Michael Hanson. Oh, says a Michael man. Well, me don't know him. But Dale say him did one. The Royal General. You know, say, the other day, I say a long time in a reason with the General. Now, I give him a one link, DeAndre, and find out. Because I good look while I'm not sight him up either for true, you know. So, I don't know. Oh, yes, Larius was at the Michael. Yeah, he went to Michael. Okay. We never know these things. Oh, Glenn went man too. Gotcha. I'm going to look back on the picture there. Picture not ring a bell now there, sir. I don't remember him still. But yeah. Because we still live done with the murder foolishness, you know. He looks the same. Oh, so Erica, remember him. And when I know. Some of them probably Erica batchmate then. Come to think of it and Gail them. I don't know. Alright. Peeps, that one story I know where I don't know. So the little empress behind me, 7 years old, she do you know if the priest attended states? I don't know no game changer. I don't know. As I said, I did not do a video. One of them boy they act Christianish. But I don't remember if she, I'm here to tell her the truth. My wife's a nice work and may God bless you and keep you. Blessings in the Father Hanson. Big up Mrs. Hanson, you know, I appreciate the support. You're not going to notice them out there. Yeah, because you know our style was a different style still. I remember him still, I tell you the truth, you know. And it's a Glenwen one again. So, and I like a Millsall him, the live pan where yeah, son interface with him on a regular basis like that still. But although we know like Glenwen man them good. But me don't know. So the little empress on screen. Me start to read the article and me not done read the article because somewhere in the article me just get lost. You see? So me then done read it, so me go read through it now and say me can done read it and try understand what I go on. Because me I read it and me just zone out because me don't understand. Me don't know. Investigators and residents are trying to make sense of 7-year-old girl's death. There was a mixture of grief, confusion and anger on the faces of residents of 15 O'Mara Road in St. Andrew. O'Mara Road is a road that I know very well. I used to live very close to O'Mara Road. You understand? As they tried to make sense of the death of a 7-year-old girl who allegedly died from a stab wound. One of them morning. Huddled in small groups, grief-stricken neighbors tried to make sense of news that Bianca Spence received a wound to the heart and later died at the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Her 31-year-old mother, Amoni Francis, who said she had been unable to console herself since receiving the news, told the Gleaner team that in her haste to see her daughter, she was nearly hit by a truck. Francis, a mother of 5, who viewed her daughter's body at the hospital, believes she was a victim of foul play, although an autopsy is to be done to conclude the cause of her death. Francis pleaded several times for divine help to cope with the tragedy as she spoke to reporters. An adult relative told reporters that Bianca awakened her 9-year-old... Well, let me read that again. So an adult relative told reporters that Bianca awakened her 9-year-old cousin about 5 a.m. to turn on the lights so that she could go to the bathroom. But instead, she went to the kitchen and returned with a knife. He said Heaven, which is Bianca's nickname, "What you doing with a knife?" the relative related. The adult relative explained that the cousin called for Bianca's grandaunt and the blooded child was found on the floor. May I go back? Because an adult relative told reporters that Bianca awakened her 9-year-old cousin at 5 a.m. I get all of that, you know. But turn on the light because she want to use the bathroom. I get all of that. But instead, she went to the kitchen and returned with a knife. He said Heaven, which is Bianca's nickname, "What are you doing with the knife?" the relative related. The adult relative explained that the cousin called for Bianca's grandaunt and the blooded child was found on the floor. The relative said that the 9-year-old cousin has been traumatized by the incident and her grandaunt, who was also Bianca's caregiver, has been receiving medical attention. Relatives say there was nothing unusual about Bianca's behavior the night before. They had chicken and chips for her supper and Bianca fed her baby cousin around the table. There were no signs that could have prepared them for the tragedy to come, the relative explained. "Me cry enough, but it don't really lick me like oh, it will lick me. But me cry whole heap." Francis said as she reflected on her daughter's short life, she would have celebrated her 8th birthday on the 19th of November. Bianca, whose father lives overseas, was left in the care of her grandaunt, who lives a short distance away from her mother, an arrangement that has been in place since Bianca was 3 years old. Neighbors said little Bianca was brought up well. She attended church and they said she was not in need of anything. "It shot the whole away. We never expect it. Never see it coming. The grandaunt take good, very good care of Bianca, and when she go school, she have everything. She not short for nothing. She have her tablet and right now a laptop. Them a plan to buy for go school," the neighbor remarked. So the police who were contacted by the Gleaner for an update says they are piecing the clues together. I don't know. No, a big chunk of the story is missing. What transpired between the child going to the kitchen instead of the bathroom for the knife, when the cousin asks what you do with the knife and call the grandaunt. So between the grandaunt reach and that call, who had the knife? Did they find the little girl with the knife? Did she find the little girl with the knife when she... Me no know. I will definitely keep an eye on this tragic incident because I have a lot of questions. You understand? But I'll see how this unfolds and I'll definitely keep an eye open. Georgia. Mother and son arrested in relation to alleged rape of 14-year-old girl. Investigators from the Hanover Police and Sissoka have arrested a 22-year-old man. So, remember, I shared this article, this story on Friday, but I was saying that something about the story now add up. Something now add up. See, in that article, it never made mention that no mother was arrested. It just said that the man was arrested. See? Mother and son arrested in relation to alleged rape of 14-year-old girl. So investigators from the Hanover Police and Sissoka. So Sissoka is the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, have arrested a 22-year-old man and his mother in relation to the alleged sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl. The woman will be questioned in relation to allegations that she assisted her son to procure drugs for an abortion after the teenager was impregnated. Her son is facing charges of 3 counts of rape and procuring drugs to procure abortion. It is alleged that on several occasions, the man sexually assaulted the child at knife point and threatened to kill her. The teenager reportedly became pregnant twice and was allegedly given pills to terminate the pregnancies. The police reported that on September 7, the child reported the incident to her mother, who contacted the police. The child was medically examined and this led to the arrest of the 2 individuals. You know, I have said many times here that when a parent is found to be complicit with their kids in crimes, they should receive the severest punishment and penalties available. Why? Because as parents, it is our responsibility for whoop we pick them ass when them do crap. I know people will talk about your teacher abuse at the end of it. When I say whoop them ass, man. You see? Versus you now becoming complicit with your child in the rape of a child. What's the mother jointly charged with them son for stab up and kill people? Mother now a help her son, 22-year-old son, a procure drugs for abortion for pitney where him rape 3 times. It is a responsibility as parents to straighten out your pitney when them a deviate from good sense. Real Mackay, you know, I have said that, you know, Mackay, in all honesty, I said that, you know. But the point of me I make you so, because I deal with the whole rape thing from Friday night, you know. But when me I find out, you know, say the mother, the youth mother involved in it, then she forget to beat the brother. How can you be aiding your son to procure drugs for an abortion for a 14-year-old girl who he has allegedly raped? Yeah, we use the word allegedly because we don't know, but based on the report, that we are work off. You feel what I say? Then my son couldn't come tell me, say, at 22, first thing, he couldn't come tell me, say, him impregnate one 14-year-old girl, whether consent or by force. And then me now facilitate him in the procurement of drugs so that that 14-year-old child can abort a pregnancy. You must be mad, man. You must be dreaming. How my son for come tell me that in the first place? Much less me if you help my son I find things with the people in Pitney of abortion. Not one, 2 times. So when parents are found in this situation, man, the full force of the law should fall upon them head. Speaking about careless people, you see? So we spoke about this Friday night, but there is some update on it. Smoking boy siblings now in state care. So the 3-year-old boy at the center of the controversial video making the rounds on social media has been put in a place of safety along with his 2 siblings, while state officials consider an appropriate solution. So the action was taken after members of the JCF took the mother of the toddler into custody for a questioning following an intense search to locate the child, who in the video clip was being prodded to smoke and drink what appeared to be alcohol as part of a birthday celebration. So children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison, whose office launched an investigation in collaboration with the police and other state agencies, said that the matter was brought before the court, I think on Friday, resulting in the judge making an order to temporarily place the child and his 2 siblings, both younger than 8 years of age, at a place of safety. The matter goes back to court early next week, well, this week. Yeah? What other things have those children been exposed to? And apparently, Minty's siblings are younger than he is. Minty. And then she have 3 youths. I know me not hear no mention of no father in this. Me not get the part of it either. Where the daddy there? Good night, Miss Simone Sheckleworth. Hope I pronounced your surname correctly. Welcome to the family. I am most appreciative of your support And I trust that you will become a permanent member. You know, that subscribe something there, that bell something there. Give thanks. Peeps, and welcome Empress Simone and the thing now. I don't know what thing go. The father said it 11 in. So hold on, top marks. Because I see the local video with the brother. I said the government come take him 11 pick them, you know. And right now I'm single and ready to mingle, and all single ladies out there if you link up. So yeah, so hold on. He is the father of Minty. And Minty Pupa that. Because I see that story that, you know. I did for highlight it, but I never get round to it. Zigzag, where are you with family? Oh, sim on. Oh. Okay, so Miss Sheckleworth is Tati's mommy. I don't know what Tati. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to talk to Miss Sheckleworth before, you know what. You know what thing go. See it? Top Max, talk to me there. So you said that brother there. A Minty Pupa. Let me fight. Hold on there. Because right now, Top Max just threw me off tangent, right? So. Right, I say, and I mig like dance. Let me see if I can find something. Because I guess enough people probably didn't even see it. I'm not even set up where I can pipe that in my stream directly. But let me see if I can find it. May I play? Let me see. Phone I move like a go-go. It just a wine. I'm sitting and spinning around like. Hold on, man. I can't minty daddy that. If I minty daddy that, minty kinda dark. Okay, if minty mother careless or minty papa careless, then who I go care for minty? You know say minty I go turn minty cocoa. Wait there, hold on. May I go and search? Because I know me see it somewhere. Minty. But Minty there nobody. Right now Minty's orphan. Because Minty mother look like she no sensible. Minty daddy, if I Minty daddy that him a idiot. So right now Minty and him way to become Minty Cocoa. You know see what? You know see what going in a farm. Animal farm. Away there. Me not tap to the find it. Me have to find it. I true me not even get no time to look deep in that thing, you know. Why me not even Top Max say fathers are never around. Boy, Sheena, me don't know about that part still, you know. You understand? Peeps. Yeah, man, I know I loop nose in the pan, man, but I show a long time them post it. I'm sure when I look at it. So watch ya. I forgot to do too much connection, forget in this. Alright, let me see if I can change something in I hope not crash, you know. See him? Let me see if I can pipe this in this. Can I think that let me turn on, yeah. Alright.
Left of them, do road in the van, in the bus, then come for them in one bus. Left of them.
What on the peeps?
Right now, I just party time. So any ladies want to link up, them can link up in our car. You see me? Single again, ready for mingle.
Okay. Alright.
Good father there on the road.
But me, that man yeah, let me say, no can see him? Top Max has said, this a man yeah, a Minty Pupa. Oh, I'm in a green shirt, so I'm all cute. Let me turn on my green screen there. Hold on. Boom. See him there? This a man here. I supposed to minty pupa this. At that top max I say. You don't listen what this man have to say. You know hold on there.
Mr. Man. 11 of them, my friend. 11 of them do road in the van and the bus, then come for them in a one bus. 11 of them. Right now, I just party time. So any ladies want to link up, them can link up in our car. You see me? Single again, ready for mingle. Good father up on the road. You see me? I don't have no responsibility. Nothing, everything up, my friend, you see me? So, all me need for the right now, I just go and party. I'm going to relax, you see it? Imagine me live with 11 pitney me live with, you see me? So, you will tell me now, them come and take all 11 away, where them think me that go to sad? I'm not sad. I'm not sad, I'm sad over that fact. And that is a favor them do me. Yeah, they ask me I want one and one still. I'm going to rejoice. One time I beer run up and beer nice now. I was like, daddy. But we watch charge. Everybody gone, you know. Everybody gone. Get a chance to start over. Any pretty girl up on the live want to start over with me.
Peace, but I don't mean for laugh, but I have to take bad things with joke. Yeah, I just continue with my roadcaster. Because I can't go bother plug in back over there, so. See, the audio now goes nice as before, but, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if I same person do a top max. Probably it's just a different store. I don't think I minty pupa that. Because if I minty pupa that, minty, the government have to keep minty. Minty now go survive. You understand? No, next thing, me I try to figure out if this real. If it's a real thing. Or is I don't know. I must have a music video because I can't real. You understand? The man say right now is a favor then. Andre, me have to laugh, brother. Big man thing. The man say right now them times say you be a pit down up and down. Where? Yo, star. I don't know Rasta. Let me put on up the green screen because you see who in the background there. Peeps, I don't know still. But as Sheena say, and Sheena is a trained guidance counselor. She has her fathers are normally not there. I suppose her experience would have said that. Big up to the man, the out the way I try to do the right. Not even try, we do the right thing. You understand what I say? Big up to the man, them we do the right thing. The man say he's a good father, and then the man I say, yo, yo, I don't know. But, good father up on the road. After what transpired, yeah, rejoice. Yeah, the man's a good father there road. All like pretty girl them and everything need to link up. You understand? The man say right now him can start over again. Yo! Turn on back a green screen, you know. We are not turning to engage it. You understand? The girls them Monday. the girls then love this man more than they love teach them. Then me don't know. You understand? This a man a girl them man. But right now it wanna look like Dapper running a little problem again. I'm put him over here so cause as me say, I may get a feedback that through nice gate on and I mean if you turn off or something, you know. You see it? Yeah man. Alright. Alright. Let me go back over to the nice mic. Cause this now work. Out. So we're supposed to day back again. Microphone cross so yeah. Nah man, me know how they gone man. Soul music's not true. And even a girl man. Nah man, we're there. We just did something they did to them. So, nice there man. Nice there. Me don't know a girl them love Dapper Dan. Yeah, son. It's the girl them man. You see? So the day I don't know. But say now, Dexta Daps held packed secret concert in Brooklyn, flouting COVID guidelines, the New York Post has reported. You see? I need to fix something for me. The roadcast, I want me normally take phone calls through, or WhatsApp calls when I do call in stream. But the as an audio interface, it's not as clean as my Scarlett Solo. You see it? Yeah, man. The New York Post is today reporting that dancehall artist Dexta Daps held a secret concert in Brooklyn last night, drawing a packed audience in contravention of New York's COVID-19 guidelines. Video clips of segments of the concert posted to Instagram were shared by the media house, showing the packed outdoor venue that it says was not disclosed. In another clip shared by the Post, the dancehall artist is seen performing up close with fellow Jamaican artist Ikea. In both clips, most of the persons seen in the audience are not wearing masks or any form of face coverings. According to the paper, New York's COVID-19 guidelines have allowed outdoor entertainment-related activities to resume at only 33% capacity and with 6 feet of distance between people attending these events. The report says the concert was advertised as a special exclusive day party at a secret location at $50 per ticket. It was also promoted by Dexta Daps. No. What? Me I go search it because me not see the original article yet. But Mr. Davis, pick up yourself, you know. Why would Dexta Daps get himself involved in a situation like this? I mean, this is a situation that can probably have implications on him entering the United States in the future. I would suspect. I hope that it don't reach this. So. You understand? Well, I mean, I know still. But then, I'm going to start and say I fight dancehall artists again. Because every time I talk, I say I fight dancehall artists. Ali Dan, me get that in a brother, but then, it can't always be about that in a rude boy. You feel what I say? So the money now where you make here so can sustain you if your privileges to enter the United States are taken from you. You have to look on the bigger picture sometime. You understand? You have to pre the bigger picture sometime, you know. So you lose millions over a couple thousands. Or him have green card or him have greed card? Which one? Green card? Oh, somebody say him have green card. Okay. Oh, him have a green card. I think you have a sit. You have. Okay, cool. We live and learn. Me never know these things still. Well, make we say go. I don't even know if I tell her. Zane. But the entertainers them need to stop court problems. I suppose. That is what it is. Oh, I have a green card. Them need to stop court problems, yeah, sir. He's a US citizen. Cool. Okay. Ah, boy. Peeps, big up on yourself, and that's why I cut it tonight, you know. You understand? I have a full day of meetings tomorrow. I have some documentation that I need to finish and submit and them something there. Plus, me and Mas Amir round this up be miserable, so I have to go link him up and see what is what. Mr. Davis, a green card makes no difference. I was thinking something, you know, but then it's true, I don't know the whole process of the American system still, but I say nothing still, but I don't know. Citizenship can be revoked easy. I did I think that to myself too, but say, you know what I think, yeah, I don't know. But if you really want to go there, so I hope say everything work out and him learn. Boy, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know, star. See? And they know Trump not sensible, you know. Them know some Donald Trump not sensible. I know I'm going to step on some people too, you know, but Trump not sensible. Then if you think Trump sensible, then politically, that is, I mean, business-wise, he is a very savvy man. But politically, Trump, no sense. You understand? And Trace is a beautiful name. Yeah, man, look at Prince, you know? Give thanks. And things. So, people, big up on yourself. Me soon. Interview Tuesday night, 6:45 p.m. Moses Davis, Dean, the doctor, yes, and the girls, them Sugar. You see me? The king of dancehall. You know me should you understand? Mind your visa. Then I can't take my visa, brother. Brother, these one Jamaican where me not even have no interest in going to America, brother. So they can always take my visa. You understand? So, but Trump no sensible, brother. Then Mr. Trump one place, then me ask about Mr. Trump, sir, politically, you're not sensible now, you know. Then what am I gonna do? You understand? People don't know me very well, you know. You understand? Or me make Yendi get killer before me, because I in a rush to interview killer. Me in a rush to interview killer, you know. If anybody else in a rush to interview killer, me in a rush. You understand? If me didn't rush to interview killer, me interview killer a long time. You see me, I say, me not interview killer till me interview Nitikochi. You understand? And probably if Ellie, a killer if come now, seal off that. Me do my thing different, you know. You see me? So whatever views in there I get, then when me do my video, then me know my thing set way. You understand? Me in a rush to interview lad. You feel me, I say? So, killer, him one big man can do interview them when he want to do them, when he want to do them, you know. When me ready for interview killer, me interview killer. You understand? When you interview killer, we interview after killer. Talk it God truth. You understand? So, we don't in a rush. Killer no in a rush, me no in a rush. Yendi I do our thing. You understand? That's one of them things. I mean, it's neither here nor there for me. You see me? Artists are interviewed by a myriad of people. You see me? Yeah, man. My interviews are different from everybody else. Different vibe, different energy. You understand? Different purpose. So, I mean, it's neither here nor there. Yes, that. Yeah, man. Peeps, give thanks. Give thanks, as I say. And so this is part 1 Tuesday. Next week a part 2 and the other week probably a part 3. Beanie man. You understand what I say? So I just saw it thing go. As I say, in all honesty, I really and truly hope to interview Nitty and Elephant Man. Elephant Man could have something I'm feeling, but that's the next story for your next time. Before me interview Killer. And me not in a rush. Yeah, so I am in no rush. Yeah, sir. So that's the thing there. Peeps, manners and respect. Soon in our premiere, 6:45 on Tuesday. 6:45 p.m. and thing. Part 1 of the doctor's story. Zane. And we take it from there, so. You understand? As a matter of fact, I not interview Killer till 2021. So nobody asks about Killer. Who don't ask about Rodney. You understand? Yeah, man. They have been in a rush. Be not into no rush. You see, when me interview Killer, it's going to be a different vibes, a different energy, a different interview. You understand? All a reason with the Jenna. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Plus, we had some other things. Killer good, man. Killer know what things. So, I mean, people are going to interview people. People interview people. Me interview people with them interview. You understand? I mean, so I could say a thing. You see me? No change of the teachers. I same one. And thing. What me say again? Believe remember. Yeah. I want to tell you, I do an interview from mid-August. See, me not interview nobody since we interview Beanie Man. Because me just, I say, may I give the road a break with the whole COVID thing and just, you know, I don't necessarily need to go out, go expose myself unnecessarily and come home to my son. So I just kind of take a little break off I thing and thing. So we soon start, you know, 1 and 2 here and there and keep a thing going. But, you know, we're not in a certain rush like that still. You see, we know people want to see general. Yeah, man, I don't watch you in the interview, man, and support our thing. You know what thing go? When teach them or they teach them doing thing. So you think set up. You understand? Peeps, big up on yourself, give thanks, appreciate the supporting of the Sunday night here. You understand? The man them out there with the foolishness, brother. Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know, not happy. I most that me can say. The most me can say. I'm tired of certain things. Seeing, as I said, that's why some video me just not do right now because I just can't but murder this, murder that, murder here, murder there, murder everywhere. I just tired of it sometimes. You understand what I say? Sometimes I just not motivated for do them videos there and thing. And it thing just sad, brother. It annoying. Mentally it plays on you. Because as I done tell you, we not do this just to make some money, you know. Because if we do this to make some money, we do a video on everything. We run down everything round so. So yes, I'm a second job, Zane, but we not do this for just make some money. You understand? We do this because we want to effect certain changes in the country. You understand? We want certain things improve. So this is not just about run go do a video because a man did run so that our thing kind of different. No, it's not a stream. It's just the premiere for the interview, Gardner. At Tuesday even, me premiere the interviews them. See? So we not deal with it like that. I mean, God is good. We not. I mean, not asking a man hungry, but me I say teach them not hungry still. So I need to do a video for every news article and every murder and them something. I'm tired of it. Me personally tired of it. You understand what I say? So me kind of do my thing, and you will realize that I operate differently from almost everybody you know who do that YouTube thing. Yeah? For example, if a video is supposed to be 1 minute, if the story are 1 minute, me now go make a 1 minute story 10 minutes because I want to put in ad break. And my style. I now go sit down and chat and fluff up something and one heap of go around and convoluted blabbery and labrish because I want a 10-minute video. So I not see the need why I need to make something where a 2 minutes or 3 minutes be 10 minutes and 2 seconds or 3 seconds. And my style, me operate totally different from most of the people that want to watch and support. And I just the reality, you understand? My video them, if a 1 minute or 1 minute, if a 2 minutes or 2 minutes, if a video, the content takes it to 10 minutes, then fine. You understand what I say? Zine, so I just me that. Me just operate differently. I do my thing different. We not follow the crowd. We not take program. We not take press. We don't. You understand what I say? I just say my live stream, nothing upon my screen. I don't want to hold up nothing upon my screen. You understand what I say? My videos, them, I am not supposed to be the star of my channel. The content is supposed to be the star on my channel. You understand what I say? So that's how we look on the thing and we do the thing differently. You feel me? So I just, you know, we are teachers, so we teach them. You see me I say? So I just saw the thing. Peace, big up on yourself, walk good, step with Jah, enjoy on the week. Protect on yourself, be wise, open your eyes, and above all things, stay sanitized. You see? For the people that will still have to go out, go work, tread wisely. You understand? Step with Jah. Safe travel upon the gravel. You know what the thing go. So soon on Tuesday, big interview. You don't go around Beanie, man. You can't go around Beanie, man. If you say dancer, you can't go around Moses. No matter how you feel about him. You understand? That's what I think. Man. So soon on them time there. And also, me say go. You know, a call-in stream can pop up anytime. You know, people been asking a call-in stream, but you just give me a little time and I sort out some school stuff, some work stuff. The challenges are real. Plus, you know, we have additional responsibility at work. So sometimes we have to take ourselves a little bit for sort out because until we leave, we're still there. You understand what I say? So we just have to do the thing the right way. My department is the biggest department in the school in terms of numbers. So I manage the most teachers as a HOD. That in itself poses a lot of challenges in terms of covering everything, going through lesson plans, all sort of things. So a whole heap of little things. You understand what I say? So plus the channel, plus the family. So more time, you know, see me if you're there too and thing. I just see somebody say, mackerel. You know from when me for call Sunday. Okay, that I say. You see me? So we just, you know, try a balance the thing. So we're not going over there. We just try balance the thing. Government work, our work, family, keep the thing going. Peeps, enjoy the rest of your night. Have a productive week. Big up on yourself. Give thanks. Appreciate the people that are in your life. Protect the elders that are around, you know. You understand? Zane, you can't be careless because you have your parents and your grandparents and you have brothers and sisters, young siblings, young kids in your house. COVID thing, you don't know what to do. You understand? The people that make it the party, them uptown, midtown, downtown, round town, country. You not have a foolish system and I want to say, peeps, give thanks. Walk good. Step with Jah. As we say, safe travel upon the gravel. I'm out.
Thank you for tuning in. Like the stream before you go. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Remember to share the stream with your family and friends and browse the channel for more amazing content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them right here. Warlord representing.